Hey, what's going on, guys? Cole GZ, new release preview for Friday, September 12th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Hawaii time. We have a brand new series this week of small Moyes lures. Most of these have never been released before. We'll go over that here in a bit. I also have this week Aloha smash baits, small little restock, Koya lures, large poi dogs, and then we have some brand new Kai plungers with some very cool new inserts. I'll show you guys here in a bit. New rigging floss from Tuf-Line Tacky wax. We have sheaths, leather sheaths from Sportsman's release knives, and then some new fluorocarbon we brought in from Diamond, as well as a new skipjack pattern from TAILZ vinyl. So before we get started, check out the video we released last week on our microbait series, which is for small pelagic lures. That is now available and on our main YouTube channel. We just go over kind of what we offer here as far as small lures and things go, like in your 4-inch to 5-inch range. So if you're interested in those kind of things and see what we have to offer, check that out. And then I'm just gonna give a little bit on our elite membership program. So if you're an elite member, one of the perks is you get early access to all these products here. So these have been available at the time of this video release for about 48 hours. And we offer that every week. So that is one thing, as well as you get 10% off all your orders. So if you are looking to stock up for your season upcoming, especially if you're on the Southern Hemisphere, you get 10% off of all your tackle and lures and things. There are items that don't apply, like Shimano reels and things like that, but 10% off all orders. And we have exclusive video content. We haven't been shooting as much of that lately just because of the fishing season there in Kona, but we're going to be getting back on that. I think this is the last week that Chris is fishing on a full-time basis. And so we shot a few, but we'll be pumping out a lot more video content on that coming out. I know that we did just do some video content on Kai lures, where Chris is over there in Sean Rotella's shop, and so there'll be some cool stuff coming out from that, as an example. But those are just some of the perks. We also have some charter discounts, the things that we offer. But if you are more interested or you're curious, elite.gzlures.com to sign up or log in, or you can just hit us up and ask questions. But for now, we're just going to get right into this stuff. Again, we'll start with the Koyas. I'm excited we've been getting a lot more Koyas in. I can tell you upcoming, we have like 12-inch AKs. We have some longer clean sweep bullets, the 12-inch clean sweep bullets, and we have some new versions of some AKs and things. That's coming out. But this week we released some more large poi dogs. I have two versions here. We have the hard cut, which is right here, and then we also have the standard large poi dog. So hard cut, again, I've talked about this a lot. We've talked about this a lot. Hard cut is mostly for your calm water fishing. So Kona waters, if you're on calm water days, these run a lot better than moderate or rough water days. But it's just you have more surface area in the nose. And we have, it looks like 6 more that we released this week. So that one in front of me was a Mahi Firetails version we did. We did another one right here, like a turquoise with dark blue teal. So that is available. And then our standard large poi dog, we got a pretty good restock. And I also know our Kona shop has some as well, our Easy Shop. So if you're looking for some locally in Kona, our Easy Shop has some of these Koyas as well. But here we have this is a brand new yellowfin Firetails skirt pattern, which matches this head perfectly. This thing looks really, really cool. We have a couple of those, and we have some other Firetail versions as well. And head only options on there, but large poi dogs restocked. I also know that double XL poi dogs will be coming out soon, and hopefully some 861s. Here I have a small restock of Aloha lure smash baits. We burned through our inventory, but we do have another stash available now. Here's some Purple Eclipse Firetails vinyl version. We have Blue Ocean skirted version here with red eyes. So if you like the red eyes, we do have this version. I know some of you guys prefer that. And then I also have 2 new Dichro versions of the Smash It. We haven't had these in a long time, so I'm excited to bring these in, but we only have a limited stock. They're both ice blue, just kind of different colored Dichro. See here, this one's more of like a blue with a turquoise back, and this is more of an ice blue pattern. Okay, so these are very vibrant colors. They're a little bit more pricey, but we've always sold them extremely well and very, very quickly. All right, so the Moyes Lures Small Series. So Andy's been working on retooling pretty much all of his small lures. So we also, for example, have small J-Boys and small blasters here. If you compare them to the original shape, they're slightly different. I'd actually say the small blaster is pretty drastically different from a size standpoint. They're kind of more true to what he would refer to as like a small size of lure. So we use 352 Blue Ocean skirts for all of these, every single model. So in front of me I have the Pipe Bomb, which is a tube shaped, if you're not familiar with the Pipe Bomb, but this is a brand new size. Again, the small Pipe Bomb. Before he had a 12-inch version, the medium size and the large size, and even I think some XLs, but small version is now available in those. I have a small shotgun. This is the first time we've released a small shotgun. We've had medium, large, and XL, but this is the 9-inch 352 skirt size version. So a bunch of color patterns. We have a really nice inventory on all these, but so that is the first one of that. This is the small Argus. So technically speaking, we had a small Argus before. That is really the 12-inch version. So that has been moved to the medium Argus. So the new small Argus is a lot different in size. I'm gonna do a little short too, kind of comparing some of these just so you can see the differences in these new models. But here's your small version again, a new 9-inch version of the Argus. So that one I think is be a very popular one. Small Boogeyman. We saw a lot of the medium Boogeyman 12-inch, but this is a new 9-inch version. So the Boogeyman just has a lot of heavy reverse taper on it. Kind of a pretty unique shape for those. We have the Small Secret. This is another one I think is be a very, very popular model. 9-inch version of Secret. Medium was the smallest one we carried before, which is the 12-inch version. Small J-Boy, again, I mentioned the shape's just slightly renovated, a little bit smaller of a head, but I will, when we do that comparative series, I will show you guys kind of the difference in all those. Small J-Boy has been retooled though, and we have a new stock of those. We've teased these because we had I think one of them. This is the small Dark-n-Stormy, 9-inch version of the Dark-n-Stormy. The medium is going to be restocked, I believe, next week, but we are only focusing on small this week. So the small Dark-n-Stormy, brand new size of the Dark-n-Stormy, excited about those. And then lastly, I mentioned this earlier, but here's the small blaster. Small blaster again it's a much smaller head than the original small blaster. So if you really like that original small blaster, you can reach out to us and we can get some custom ordered for you, but this will be the new small blaster that he offers for the public. So that is what I have there for the new Moyes lures. We have a bunch more Moyes lures coming, but this week we just wanted to focus on the small series and only that, because there's a lot of stuff to go over there. But if you want more information on all those though, there will be a short clip coming out in the next 1 to 2 weeks where we talk about those in detail like I mentioned. All right, I have Tacky wax here. So reason we brought this stuff in, we do like Diamonds wax rigging floss, but we really like the Tacky wax stuff too because it has a very deep so how a lot of these rigging floss companies work is what you might see is your outer coating, your outer layer of your wax floss is pretty heavily coated, and then the closer you get to the center, like the less wax is applied on there because of how they basically pour it. Well, the Tacky wax, they pretty much have an even distribution throughout this is what we like about it. They have a more even out a distribution of the wax per strand. So we're excited to kind of bring this in. All we have right now are 1 pound rolls. The smaller rolls were on back order, so we will be getting those in. But that is available on the website. If you like the original Tacky wax, I think you're going to really like this stuff because it's the same company. So that's what we had been using a long time ago. So we're excited to bring that stuff in. I'll save the Aloha Kais for last. I want to show you guys that. It's really worth checking out because they're very cool. But here I'm really excited about these. These are some leather sheaths for your Sportsman's release knives. There's 2 different versions. There's one that's a belt clip, and then you also have a belt loop here. So 2 different versions. But yeah, they are available. So you just slip your belt through the belt loop and good to go. And we're going to try and have it so if you just a quick, there'll be a separate product up on our website, but we're also going to have it to where if you're ordering one of the release knives, which we sell a ton of those, you can just click a little checkbox there and you can order one of the sheaths with it. They run, because they're leather, they run a little pricey, but we do think that they're worth it. They're really nice. Again, the new TAILZ vinyl. He's been moving towards a more realistic prints on his vinyl. So I showed the new yellowfin pattern. This is the new skipjack pattern that's going to be more of a staple. So the other patterns are kind of getting discontinued. But that, we have very limited stock of that right now, but we're going to get more in very soon. And then the fluorocarbon. This is Diamond Presentation Gen 2. We really like this stuff a lot. We just brought in some 30 and 40 pound and some of the other smaller sizes. Before then we were carrying, you know, like 150, 180, 120. But we have them in pink and white, or pink and clear. So that is available. And then last but not least, I'm super excited about these, but this is the Aloha Kai new shell fish heads. So I will just basically, we'll just call them, yeah, mother of pearl fish heads. So this is a new style of shell that he brought in, and he's also has these. I can't remember what he calls it, but it's a new style of pearl that he uses for his back color. It's like a chameleon pearl, I think is what he calls it, but it has color shift in it. These are very, very cool, and the shell on it is, you kind of see a little bit of snake skin pattern in the back of it. It's with the shell, it's very cool, and the way he does it's very meticulous and time consuming. So we have this in my hand is the XL plunger. We also have large plungers and a medium plunger available. Different colored shell, but these are super nice. No one has really made anything like this before, especially with fish head inserts, but with this style of shell that he uses here. Here's a pink mother of pearl with a black and red back. Okay. Anyway, I think that this is going to help. I think this is going to bring a little bit more recognition to his brand, because I have not, like I said, I have not seen anything like this before. And I'm going to do some close-up videos and things where you can really get the essence of these lures that he's doing, especially with this chameleon back. It's just, they're very, very cool. So here's one of the large plungers, and then I have a medium plunger, and we also have some, looks like 14-inch hard heads, and I do have one more hard head there I'll show you. It's a kind of a red Opelu red bait style insert. There's the medium plunger, 12-inch version. And then here's your red bait, which I really like that color a lot, especially for you guys that are kind of just not yet getting into your season, but starting to prepare for it over on the Southern Hemisphere. I think you guys are gonna like these. So this is the medium hard head. And that is it for this week. But have any questions on this stuff, hit us up. Of course, you can rig this stuff or skirt up any of those Aloha Kais. You can customize them on our website. And yeah, rig anything up. But if you have questions, hit us up, and yeah, check out the Elite membership if you have not, and ask questions on that too, because we do think it's really worth it, especially if you spend some money with us, you get all that money back with your discounts. So, but that's all I got. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your week.